This is Action Sports Jax Primetime, sponsored by Cycles of Jacksonville. Choose your adventure.
First couple days, obviously acclimation, everybody getting used to the heat, getting used to communicating with each other, but so far so good. Every day we're just trying to come in and get 1% better as a unit, as a team.
Did you get 1% better today? That's what the Jacksonville Jaguars hope to do each time they step foot at the Miller Electric Center. I'd like to think simply by tuning in to Action Sports Jax Primetime, you are getting 1% better at home as you learn the latest on the Jacksonville Jaguars and all things sports here in Northeast Florida. I'm Stuart Weber, here for the next half hour, and we start with the Jacksonville Jaguars, who took Saturday off after 3 straight days of training camp practices. So, does Liam Cohen know who his 53-man roster is yet? Well, probably not. But if anybody came back to camp out of shape or maybe not in the right state of mind, well, that would show up early on in the process. The new head coach certainly had an opportunity to coach up this group over the summer with OTAs and minicamp, but provides his thoughts on the first week of training camp.
What we were looking for was alignment, assignments, kind of limited some of the motions just to, hey, let's go get our cleats in the ground. Let's go play fundamental football. Thought overall, it was semi-clean. You are continuing to try to push, and you want to push those limits of toughness and be able to make sure that we're getting mentally and physically tough every single day.
And 1% better. As for Travis Hunter, he's had the chance to don both the teal and the white jerseys for offense and defense, respectively, as he learns 2 new schemes instead of the traditional one a rookie has to master. Physically, big challenge, no doubt, but mentally might be even more of an ask for the Jags' #1 pick as he gets up to speed in a hurry.
I need to be able to progress everything fast, quick. If the offense change on defense, when I'm on the defensive side, if the offense change the script, I got to know what I'm doing right away. And if we change the play, I got to know what I'm doing right away. So I like that we starting off slow, getting me adjusted, making sure I know where I need to be on one side of the ball each day, and then it all come together.
If he has any questions on the defensive side of the ball, good idea might be to go ask number 23. Foye Oluokun has had to adapt to a few different defenses in his time in Jacksonville, and as he now enters year number 4 with the Jags after 4 in Atlanta with the Falcons. Oluokun will be looked to as a leader on that defense and talks about the buildup to the 2025 season with Action Sports Jax' Marcel Robinson.
Good. It's been exciting to get back. Good little break in the off season. Everybody seemed like they was working hard and stuff. Put that kind of mentality into the break, going into the break, and now we're back. Excited to be with the guys, getting better every day.
Since you brought up the off season, we talked to Dewey yesterday, and he mentioned that you and a couple of guys were out there in Denver working out. How'd that come about?
I told them for a while I go out to Denver every off season to work out. Cause I think Dewey saw me running them Red Rock Stadium stairs last year, so I was like, hey, you should come out with me next time I'm out there. So he put us together, and then Chad happened to get a little place out there. He's from there, so he came along with me, and they liked the work that they did. Good conditioning with the altitude and stuff.
Second day in a row, you guys made some plays, got your hands on the ball. How's that for the defense?
That's good, especially coming from last year where we didn't get as many turnovers. Then we saw a lot of success when we did have a lot of turnovers. So getting our eyes back to the quarterback, getting our hands on the ball, that makes a huge effect in the game. And then being able to do it early here just gives us confidence. Being in the right place, knowing where we can make some breaks on the ball, always important.
They say that usually early on in training camp, it's sort of expected for the defense to be ahead of the offense a little bit. But just from your perspective, you're a guy, you got eyes on the entire field, the entire unit. Where do you feel the defense is now? Obviously, you want to get better, but where do you feel the defense is now?
I think we retained a lot from the little OTA period. I think the communication is good, could get better. But that's really the name of the game, being able to trust your teammates around you in the right places. Everybody communicating the right things, what to expect, because, sometimes your guy's going to be over here and, let's say, coverage. You don't know what's coming from the backside. You got to know what to communicate to your partner as well. And I think we're taking strides in that way, but I like where we are right now.
It seems like even with this being a new system, you guys are playing fast, flying around, moving around. That's obviously something good to see, especially early on.
Yeah, I think we took it upon ourselves to be better than last year. And that's the way to do it. Swarming to the ball, communication in the right spot. We know what it looks like when it's wrong, and we didn't like that. So let's be better.
Last one, you're always complimentary of everybody else, but, last one, let's wrap up just talking about you. Where are you at? Obviously, we talked about how you worked out in the offseason, but where do you feel you are right now? And I guess what's the next step for you to kind of get ready for, the season coming up?
I feel like I'm making great strides right now. Me personally, I don't really talk about myself a lot.
I know.
Yeah, compared to last year, people say I was hurt. I mean, that's the first time I was really hurt in the season, the whole season, from my foot to my groin and stuff. And now, I'm healthier. So I'm really happy about that. Moving well. I'm playing. I like how I'm playing. So I want to keep improving on it and really make plays, a lot of plays this year. Rely on my teammates to be in the right spots and make my plays and affect the game, really. I think I have another stride to hit, in this career. I think I've seen a lot of plays. I think I could really be where I want to be in this league. Yeah.
Got to get that tackling title back, right?
I want to make plays, though. Tackles and plays, you know what I'm saying? But it's coming. They all come with it, just doing my job and keeping that motor. And, when the ball in play, let's get to it. Let's make a play on the ball.
I want to see those plays made. Some dates to note for the rest of training camp. The team back on the field Sunday morning. Registration spots sold out for that Sunday practice as well as Monday, but still open Tuesday. And then on August 1st, plenty of space inside the stadium for the annual nighttime scrimmage. August 5th is the final open training camp practice for fans. So if you want to check one out, well, you better get to it. For the time being, the practice field is full. A 90-man roster can be hard to keep up with sometimes, knowing 20 or so of these guys are going to be gone in a few weeks. Another 16 will be headed to the practice squad. Training camp is a good time to learn a little about the guys fighting to still be around come September. Wide receiver Trenton Irwin fits that bill. Action Sports Jax' Olivia Tassley learned about a unique game day tradition Irwin brings to the table.
You have something hilarious going on with your game day fits.
You know that. Okay.
How did that come about?
Honestly, one of my teammates, Logan Wilson, wore a sweater. It was winter over there. It doesn't get winter here, but it was winter over there. Had a sweater and a cowboy hat, and I thought he looked like Lloyd Christmas from Dumb and Dumber. And I talked to him. I was like, dude, did you really do that? Like, that's brilliant. And he was like, no, it was just a sweater. Like, he had no plans for it. So I was like, fudge, I'm going to take that and run with it. So, I try to find some iconic outfits. My theme really is an iconic outfit that I can try to, because, people wear some exaggerated outfits that people are like, whoa, what is that? So I figured, you know what, let me find an iconic outfit that could sort of slip under the radar. Maybe no one notices. Maybe they just think it's an outfit. So, that's been my little play on it, because I'm not going to go buy Gucci. That's just not me. I got to be me. I'm not going to buy Gucci, Louis, whatever, but I'll go have some fun with it.
Yeah, I love the Jim Carrey one. He's one of my favorites for sure. Did you have a favorite outfit that you dressed up as?
So Ace Ventura was early. I loved that one. I loved Ace there. I did the dude from The Big Lebowski. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. I've done a lot, So there's 10, 15. I'm still trying to create some more.
I was going to say, how do you come up with them?
I try to get some recommendations from people. So if people got recs, go ahead and let me know, But the theme really is I don't want it to be a costume. I want it to fly under the radar. I want it to be, oh, that's a cool outfit. And then the few people go, oh, that's that outfit, Yeah. That's my theme. That's what I'm trying.
Do you have a list forming already for this upcoming season?
I got some ideas. From my people, and, we'll fill it out.
Perfect. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see what it is. I hope he makes the team so we can check it out. We will see. More Jaguars coverage on the Sunday edition of Primetime and more later in tonight's show. We'll catch up with Dewey, Andrew Wingard. You don't want to miss that. We got Primetime all year round, every Saturday and Sunday.
It was always the Jags!
It is a phrase that will always be synonymous with Andrew Wingard, coined in 2022, and the Jaguars made that run through the playoffs. Welcome back to Action Sports Jax Primetime, and welcome back to Dewey. Last year kind of felt like a lost season for the Jags safety and special teams ace after suffering an injury in training camp and never really being able to return to his normal self. It is now year number 7 in the NFL for Wingard, all right here in Jacksonville, and this may be one of his best opportunities to earn a starting role and more playing time in the fall, with the depth chart not exactly set in stone in the back end of the secondary. Action Sports Jax Brent Martineau catching up with Dewey earlier this week at camp.
I feel like I'm just getting started, and I think this organization's just getting started. So it's, I love it here. I love it. I love Jacksonville. I love the people. Everyone treats me so good, and it's just a blessed place to be.
Why do you say you feel like a rookie or reborn? I heard a couple of you saying that. Why?
Yeah, it just feels like a fresh start. Whatever, that injury last year just kind of did something to me. I don't know what it was. Really refreshed me. Met the girl of my dreams. Had 2 months to just kind of reset. I was kind of burned out. I really was. I won't lie to you. And it kind of just changed me. And my mind has elevated to a new level, and new coaching staff, new energy, new everything. I feel like a rookie.
Did you realize that in real time, all those things you just said, maybe a little burnout, or did it take a few more months or now to kind of that hit?
I think it definitely didn't hit me instantly. I was obviously like sad and stuff because, was playing great last year, had a great opportunity to play. So I was hurt, but then after a while it wasn't like I was depressed or anything. So I knew like, oh, I'm not like depressed about this injury. So obviously this can be used for good. And I had a great sports psychologist who was here, Dr. Mick Franco, and he helped me with a lot of things. But I feel like I haven't played football in a year and a half. And obviously played 9 games last year, but it was like, so I just feel really, really good.
You said opportunity. It looked like you were going to get that opportunity last year.
Yep.
You feel like you're going to have a similar opportunity this year?
We all know it's the NFL, but I think this staff, this front office, these coaches, I think the best players are going to play, and that's how it should be. And whether I'm the best or whether I'm not, who knows? I believe I am, so I'm just going to – that's what I do every day. You see it. I just go out and play football. I do what I was born to do. So wherever the chips stack, whatever, but in my head, I'm going for it. I'm going to go out and win and do everything I can to win because I believe I'm a winner. So I think that's been the hardest part here is losing. Like, you go out and play great, your team loses, you all suck. You know what I mean? So we need to go freaking win. And I'm going to do my best to fire these guys up and bring guys along because I see the vision. I see that stadium full. I see these fans and that vibe. Remember in 22, like, it gives me the chills just thinking about it.
It's important to buy in, right? To the defense you're playing, the style you're playing. I mean, do you feel like that feels different in meetings?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's preached. It's preached. And that's what I really respect about Liam and Camp and all these guys. It's like, you got to do your freaking job. Like, again, I can't say it enough. This is the NFL. Like, if I'm a coach and I have a job to go win games and you're a guy who doesn't do what you're supposed to do, you're not going to be on the field. And so they're really training that in meetings and everything of like, you do something wrong, you can get called out.
You guys all look better.
Yeah.
But I'm looking like Devin Lloyd looks like a different person. Like a lot of these guys look different. I mean, are you talking to the guys like, hey man, we feel different too.
Absolutely.
We feel fast.
Absolutely. And it's funny you talk about weight. I was in OTAs and I was, I did a bunch of lifting in the off season. I want to get big and I was like 213 pounds and got out in OTAs and I was like, dang, this just don't feel good. So get in the summer, all we did was run. Me and Foye and Chad, we were all training out in Denver at the altitude and I dropped 10 pounds. Come out today and I'm like, feel like a new man. So that is a definite point of, they told some guys to get bigger last year and this is the 2025 National Football League. It ain't, it ain't Jack Lambert and Mike Singletary, banging heads every play. It's almost damn near turned into like soccer conditioning or rugby conditioning. So absolutely. And you look at Devin, you look at, even myself, I lost 10 pounds. We're all lean, keeping the strength, but it's a running man's league. So, we all feel pretty good.
More player conversations and the very latest on every training camp session down at the bank. We call it First and 10 Training Camp. You can watch it every weeknight at 11:15. Extended coverage on the official station of the Jaguars.